So this is my second day in a row where I'm testing out jumping ahead of units. I just gotta say, I tried this on mobile first. With mobile, you only get 3 hearts. With mobile and super, you only get 3 hearts. And I think it's a little less in terms of number of like sentences or whatever, but you only get 3 hearts. I tried on mobile, I was failing. I'm like, let me go back to good old 5 heart iPad, which is what I did. What I also decided to do was only attempt to test out 2 units, only attempt to jump ahead 2 units. I said to myself, self, this is the end of the course. They being the exercises in the test out, should be getting harder and harder because we're approaching the end of the course. So let me not push my luck. Let me just try and test out of 2.
Pudiste haber dado una excusa improvisada.
Cumples. Edad.
Enamorado.
Y ahora, voy humilde.
Viejo.
Sienta y no. Mueve el pie. Sí, estás lastimado.
Molesta.
No, me acostumbraba a conducir del derecho.
Ya no saldré con el porque no recicla.
El rumor. ¿Qué? Escuché. Cierto. Me han tratado muy bien.
I would have gotten this one, but typo on my part. Didn't realize until I saw it, right? Life goes on.
Espérame, no quiero caminar solo por la noche. Espérame, no quiero caminar solo por la noche.
Here, even if I had gotten the habremos, I would not have gotten the retrasado. I put atrasado, so okay. And that is extra funny because apparently delayed in Portuguese is atrasado. So somewhere in my mind, the brain was like, I know I'm right. So
El mono es un sospechoso.
so here I am now, having not only completed my Duolingo for the day, I also jumped ahead several units. I'm feeling so elated. Funny enough, skipping all those units doesn't count. Skipping all those modules and all those units doesn't count as completing a level. Interesting. Okay. So, I'm like, let me just keep going. I've done my Duolingo for the day, but let me just keep going. Let me keep going while I have the confidence to do so. So I decided to try and skip another 2 units. We have 41 units. I decided let me skip ahead to, or do the jump ahead for unit 40.
No me voy a rendir hasta que la tortuga me vea.
En ese periodo, deseaba hacer esculturas sustentables.
Ayer tuvimos una pelea y ahora no me habla. Si me vas a regañar, no hablemos más.
Creo que lo operaron en una clínica privada.
Jesús.
Serás feliz. ¿A dónde vayas?
Pintora. Cop.
Quieren arrestar al grupo que atacó al alcalde.
Vivos.
En ese periodo, tuvimos 2 guerras.
Date prisa si no quieres que te coma el zombie. Date prisa si no quieres que te coma el zombie.
Te va ma.
Ojalá esto te distraiga.
Solo un cuart de los robos ocurren en lo ban.
¿Tu hijo sabe alimentar al bebé?
I just want to encourage people who have maybe never done it because maybe they're like feeling not confident, but because I've done it and because I know that there's many varieties of Spanish, maybe flavors of Spanish, and that maybe there's one that's overrepresented in this course, or one or two, whatever. Some, if I feel like something should be said a certain way, I would definitely will be like, my answer should have been accepted, and most will say no, even if I would say it that way, or even if it would be accepted in colloquially, right? Because Duolingo really just works on what is written as acceptable answers and excludes what's not. So go off and do it, even if you're wrong. And so at this point, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm almost at the end of this test out, and I barely made mistakes. I'm getting a little wild and loose with it, right? I'm like, I can make a mistake and it won't really affect me, will it? Not that I was actively trying to get it wrong here. I just didn't feel as much pressure if I got it wrong. Because that's, even when you get it wrong, you're learning. So, I got it wrong. So it's like, okay, whatever. And I guess I didn't realize how close, because I still had a little thing on the bar. But apparently this is my last exercise. So yeah, I made it through another test out. Yahoo! Look at me. I'm that girl. I'm that educational girl. So I was successful in my attempt, and I've jumped ahead to Unit 40, which is to say I have all of Unit 40 and all of Unit 41 to complete before I can reach daily upkeep level, right? And I wanted to see if that had that option, which I used to have in the past, which was you could test out a 41 and jump ahead. No, I have to make it all the way through 41, which is how it's been for a little while now, I think. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing here, testing out of 40, so I can just be in 41, and then I'll have to power through 41, do that work. But I'll be there if I get there, right?
Es bueno que haya ganado a pesar de la desventaja. ¿Picas tú la cebolla?
Diapositiva. Este cargador y los que ves ahí son innecesarios.
Observaban.
Molesto.
Carreteras.
Le agradezco por anticipar.
Sombrero.
Los espíritus deben vivir en ese bar abandonado.
El país triunfará conmigo, pero no sin mí. El país triunfará conmigo, pero no sin mí.
¿Cuál? Tecla. Para. Borrar.
Otra vez quiere devolver su vestido de novia.
El que usa robots en su fábrica es Antonio. El que usa robots en su fábrica es Antonio.
Now, with this sentence, at first I'm like, what's the word for router in Spanish? Is it just un router? I'm like, I don't know how to spell it, but I go with what I went with, and that was right anyway. So I wrote a niña that ended up being quote quote wrong, whatever. And then I knew it was something estafaron. Okay. I'm not really saying people scammed me too much in Spanish, fortunately. And then disappointment. I don't remember what it was. Decepcion. Okay, sure. Anyway, I had enough space to make mistakes apparently, and I had enough hearts, so I made it. I'm done. I don't need to do more. Your girl jumped ahead, all she could jump ahead in this course, and I extended my streak. Look how gold this is. Look at my perfect week streak color, gold. I shared it to my friend. I saved the photo. Not like 2,380 is a super special number to me for any reason, but why not? Why not? Anyway, does my partner know what I did? Does she know all that I went through to add to our friends quest? Anyway, stay tuned for more fun times. Bye.